how to automatically create order in WooCommerce from Razorpay. So assume that you are selling lot of products from your WooCommerce store, and for selling those products, basically for collecting the payments of those products, you are using Razorpay, which is an Indian payment gateway. Now you want that whenever the order is placed by customer via Razorpay, the same order should be created automatically in your WooCommerce store as well, so that you do not have to manually copy the customer and order details and manually create the order in your store for every single order received. And the best part is, any non-technical person can automate this process very easily. Want to learn how you can sync your Razorpay orders with your WooCommerce store very easily and automatically? Then come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is the dashboard of Razorpay and this is the dashboard of WooCommerce, and firstly I will create a payment page and will place an order in Razorpay, and you will notice how the same order will be created automatically in the order section of WooCommerce. But to do that, I'll have to first connect these two applications, which I am going to connect with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing and a very cost-effective integration and automation software. But before I build any connection, let us first create a payment page. Okay, so click on that payment pages section, then click on that blue button that is create payment page, and here I will choose this create your own. Now it is asking the several details which are actually required for creating a page, like what should be the title of the page, what should be the amount of the product, and so on. Okay, so instead of providing the page title randomly, how about I copy the exact title of that product which I am actually planning to sell from Razorpay. Okay, so I am going to copy the product title from the WooCommerce only. Okay, so this is the product section of WooCommerce where you will find a lot of product. Okay, so I am going to copy the title of a single product. Okay, so how about I sell this particular product, that is white round neck t-shirt. Okay, so let me copy the exact title and paste it here. Let me also provide some basic details like what will be the support email. Okay, so support@gmail.com, asking for the support phone. Okay, so again I am going to add some dummy phone number. Alright, so I have added a 10-digit phone number as well, and here I am also going to upload the same image which I have added into my WooCommerce section. Okay, so where is that image? I'll have to find. Alright, so here is the same image which I have uploaded here. Now it is asking that what will be the amount of this product. So again, instead of deciding the product amount by my choice, I am going to copy the amount from here only. Okay, so here you can notice the amount of this product is actually 1000 rupees. Okay, so coming back, clicking on this price field, and here you will find three options. So I will go with this item with the quantity. Okay, so the field name is going to be the same, that is amount, or how about I change it to product amount. Okay, product amount, and now I'll click on this three dots, and here you will find an option of advanced. Here you can define the quantity limit. Okay, so the minimum order should be 1 and the maximum could be 5. Okay, so I have provided the same, clicking on add. Okay, and here I will add the same price which was 1000 rupees. Okay, clicking on save, and the product amount is here, asking for the email. Okay, so yes, I want to collect the email address of the person. I would like to collect the phone number also, and along with these details I also want that the first name of the person should be collected. Okay, so I have added to be filled by customer. Yes, I want that first name should be provided, and the last name, all these fields should be provided via customer only. Okay, so let me add the basic fields like the first name, last name, country, state, pin code, and give me a second, I'll do that first and then I'll come back. Okay, so I have added lot of fields which are actually going to required for creating an order in WooCommerce, like the first name, last name, the apartment, city, state, country, price. Basically it is going to be the billing or the shipping email address. Okay, and here I am also going to add the product name. Okay, so instead of selecting the single line text, I will select this drop down here, because this is something which I don't want that customer should be filled here. I want that this value should appear here automatically. So let me add the product name, okay, and here I will define the product name in advance, okay, and you can add as many options as you want. I'm sorry for that, okay. So here the product title is going to be the same, so let me copy the same title from here, and again I'm telling you the product name should be exact because when you will create an order in WooCommerce, it will require, I'm telling this in advance, okay. Clicking on this tick mark, okay, and here you can notice the product name is also here, okay. So how about I move this product name field at the top, okay. So this is going to be the product name field. The product amount is going to be of 1000, and from here person can actually select the quantity, the email, phone, first name, last name, apartment, city, state, country, and pin code, okay. So I think, I'm sorry, this is price, okay. I should change it from price to pin code, okay. So I think I have provided all the important details which are actually required for creating an order in WooCommerce, okay. So let me show you the preview of this page, but before that I'm going to click on this create and publish page, and then I will show you the link, okay. So this is the link. Let me click on this plus icon and show you this particular product page from where customers are actually going to place an order, okay. So this is how our payment page will look like, and there is an option of product name, okay. So again people have to select this product name from this drop down, okay, but I want that this product name should appear here automatically. They do not have to select this product name again and again from this drop down, okay. For that I can do one more thing. There is a very interesting trick, okay. In the URL of this particular payment page link, simply add this question mark and add the product name field. Basically whatever the value you want to pre-fill, firstly provide the field name, okay. So let me copy the same and make sure that you add this field name in small case, okay. So don't worry, I will change it from capital to small, okay, and this space should not be like that. You will have to replace that space with the underscore, okay. I have done that, and after this equal to, you will have to again provide the exact title which you want to appear here automatically. So again I am going to copy the title of the product from here, and let me paste the same here, clicking on enter, and then you will notice that this product name, now I don't have to select this product name from the drop down, it is appear already automatically, okay. So let me even show you this in completely a new tab, okay. So I have opened this new tab. Let me paste the same payment link here, and here you can notice now customers do not have to select the product name from here, okay. So this is how you can create your complete payment page in Razorpay, and now we are ready to collect the payment for this particular product. But before I make any payment here, firstly I will connect this Razorpay with the WooCommerce application, and as I have told you initially, I am going to do that with the Pabbly Connect. I am an existing user, so here you can notice I am already logged in Pabbly Connect dashboard. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation, okay. And after login and reaching out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, firstly you'll have to click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation, okay. So I will provide the name something like when order is placed in Razorpay, okay, Razorpay create order in WooCommerce also, okay. I'm providing this particular name. Now after providing the name, simply click on this create button. Let me also correct the spelling. I hope everything is looking good, okay. So simply click on this create button, and after that you will find 2 boxes, okay. So these boxes are actually called as trigger and action, okay, and trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in the first application, then automatically do this in the next application, okay. So this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation, okay. So according to our use case, whenever any order is placed in the Razorpay application, then automatically create an order in WooCommerce application, okay. So I have selected both the application in which I want to build an automation, I want to integrate, I want to connect, okay. So after selecting both the application, now the idea here is I will be connecting the application one by one with the Pabbly Connect, okay. So let us first connect the Razorpay with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is create order. Order is paid. Okay, you can even read the instruction, triggers when the order is paid. Okay, so yes, I want to perform the same. I want that whenever the order is paid in Razorpay, this automation should trigger, or we can say that the order details should be captured in Pabbly Connect so that we can create an order with the help of those details in WooCommerce. Okay, so here you can notice after selecting the trigger event, a webhook URL and few set of instructions are provided here. Okay, so with the help of this URL only, I am going to connect Razorpay with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so I have copied this URL, taking you back to the dashboard of Razorpay. Here you will find an option of accounts and settings. Now you will have to search for the webhook option, because here only we are going to add the very same webhook URL which we have received via Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me paste the same, asking for the alert email which has got selected automatically. I don't need to do anything. Asking for the action event. Okay, so you will have to select the same action event which you have selected here into the Razorpay, and the same has been mentioned here in the instructions also. Okay, so how about I directly copy this and search for the same, and here we have the same action event, clicking on this create webhook button, and this is how the webhook has been saved successfully, which means Razorpay and Pabbly Connect is connected. Okay, and now I am going to make a dummy order in this Razorpay. Why? Here you can notice it is actually waiting for the webhook response. Okay, so it is saying that log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record. Okay, and here the test submission means making of a new order in Razorpay. Okay, so how about we open the same payment page link which we have created. Okay, and now I am going to make a dummy order in front of you using the testing card details of Razorpay, and I am actually working into the test mode also. You can notice the same. Okay, so the product name is already selected. The product amount is actually of 1000 rupees. Asking for the email address. Okay, so how about I add some dummy email address, something like demo@pabblytudes.com. Phone number again is going to be random. This is 97777, and again it is 10-digit dummy phone number. Okay, asking for the first name which is going to be user, asking for the last name, apartment will be Rishi Kalp. Okay, and let me add all other details also. Okay, alright, so I have provided all the details, and here as the quantity I will select 3. Okay, I will show you why I am selecting this quantity as 3. Okay, so I think all the details are provided. The first name is demo, the last name is user, the apartment is Rishi Kalp, the city is Bhopal, state is Madhya Pradesh, the country is India, and the pin code is this. Okay, clicking on this pay button, and here you can notice we are actually paying the amount of 3000, but we are not making a real payment. I am actually going to use the saved testing card details. Okay, these testing card details are actually provided via Razorpay only. Let me also provide the random CVV, clicking on this pay now button, pay and save credit card details. Alright, skip the saving card, moving without any OTP, that is click payment on banks page. Alright, clicking on this success button, and as soon as the payment is successful, here you will notice that the response is received, and here you can notice the response is already received as soon as the payment is successful here. Okay, so now let me show you the details one by one. So here you can notice we have the details as captured. Okay, entity status as captured. Let me also show you other details. Okay, so here we have the same state, the same product name, the same pin code, the phone number, the last name, first name, email address. We also have the country and the city. Okay, now I am looking for the amount for which we have made the payment, which was 3000. Alright, so here we have the amount, but the interesting thing is it has ignored the decimal value and has captured 2 extra zeros. Okay, don't worry, we will correct this amount. We will actually split these extra 2 zeros. Okay, so I think we have all the important details which are actually required for creating an order in WooCommerce. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that connection in our Razorpay and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards, what what will happen, as per the automation, every time any order is paid in Razorpay, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I'm going to create an order in WooCommerce. Okay, so the application is already selected. Let me search for the same action event, that is create an order, and just like we have connected Razorpay and Pabbly Connect, now I am going to connect to WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. Okay, so if you are building this connection for the first time, you will have to go with the new connection, and then you will have to provide the following information like the consumer key, the consumer secret, and the website URL. Okay, so let me copy the website URL of my WooCommerce store and paste the same here, and as per the instruction, make sure that you paste the URL without any ending slash, asking for the consumer key and secret, okay, which you can actually get after reading these instructions. Okay, so you will have to go to the settings section of WooCommerce. Okay, so where is WooCommerce? All right, here is my WooCommerce plugin. Click on the settings section, and then you will have to find the option of this advanced and REST API. Okay, so let me show you the same. Here we have the advanced option, and finally we have this REST API section. Okay, so either you can create a new API key from here, or you can also use an existing one, but I will show you how you can create a new. Okay, so I have selected the same, asking for the description. Okay, so I'm going to provide a random description, something like connection with the Pabbly Connect. I'm providing this particular name. Okay, let me also correct the spelling of Pabbly, and after that it is asking for the user and the permission. Okay, so I will provide the permission as read as well as write. Directly click on this generate API key button, and this is how you will receive both the details like the consumer key, which I have copied and pasted here. Coming back, and let me copy the secret key also, coming back and pasting it here, clicking on save, and this is how my WooCommerce application will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. So here you can notice it is connected. Now you can notice that it is asking several details which are actually required for creating an order in WooCommerce. Okay, so I just need to provide the details one by one in these fields, and then finally click on this button, and this is how the order will be created automatically in this order section of WooCommerce. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let us fill the data one by one. Okay, so firstly it is asking for which detail, that is, okay, I'm sorry for that. So firstly it is asking for the status. Okay, so what should be the status of the order which you are about to create in WooCommerce. Okay, so of course I want that the status should be completed, because the customer has already paid the amount, so that is why I want to create these order with the status as completed, asking for the currency. Okay, so the interesting thing is I'm not going to manually copy the above data which I have received from my first step, from my previous step, and paste it below. I am actually going to map this data. Okay, and what is mapping and how mapping can be performed? Well, it is very easy in Pabbly Connect. Just simply click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Basically this is the Razorpay data which we are going to provide in this WooCommerce step. Okay, so let me search for the currency. Do we have any currency related data? And yes, we do have the currency as INR, which I have added here, and in the same way I am going to map other details also. Okay, so now it is asking for several details, so let me provide the details which are actually blank. Okay, so in the same way I'm going to map the details. But now you must be thinking that what is this mapping which I am repeating in front of you again and again. Okay, so whatever the details I am mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time in next time. Yes, I am repeating this thing once again, that with every new order details, these details will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time, this existing data. Okay, and just in case if you will provide any data manually, this data will remain same. Okay, so that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how this automation is going to take place. Okay, so I have provided the city. Let me also provide the state as Madhya Pradesh, and again these details will be replaced automatically. Asking for the postal code, yes, I do have this code. Okay, I'm sorry for that. And I hope you have understood why I have taken lot of fields in this payment page. Okay, because these details are actually required for creating an order. Okay, so you can also check what details are actually required and create the Razorpay payment page accordingly. Okay, asking for the country, so let me add India here. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. Now again, it is up to you whether you would like to provide the shipping details also or not. Okay, so currently I am leaving it blank, but it is, I think, important for you to provide the shipping details as well. Okay, I am just creating a dummy order, so that is why currently I am leaving all these fields blank. Okay, now it is asking for the product ID, the quantity, and let me show you, it was also asking few other details like the customer ID. Well, I am creating a new customer here. There is no existing customer available. Okay, so that is why I am going to remove this customer ID value. Okay, so otherwise what will happen if I will keep this value in the same way, what will happen with every order received, the same order will be assigned to this particular person only. Okay, so let me enable this mapping button first. And this is how I can remove this customer ID field, asking for the payment method. Okay, so again, I am not actually using the WooCommerce payment method. So how about I manually provide this details, something like Razorpay payment. Okay, so again I am enabling this mapping button, removing this existing ID, and here in place of WooCommerce I will write something like Razorpay, and now it is asking for the payment method title. So again, enabling this mapping button and removing this WooCommerce section, and let me add Razorpay here. Okay, so I think I have added all the important details. Now it is also asking for the set paid. Okay, whether it should be false or true. Well, of course it is going to be true because the customer has already made the payment via Razorpay. Okay, so let me change this value from false to true. Okay, so let us check all the details. So yes, we have provided the status, the currency, the customer ID is going to be blank, the payment method title, and all the billing related details. And now lastly it will ask you the quantity and the product. Okay, so for which particular product you are actually creating an order. Okay, so again you cannot select any product from this drop down, otherwise what will happen, every order will be created for the same product only, for this chimney only. I am really sorry for that, it is chimney. Okay, so how you can do that, simply enable this mapping button, remove this ID, and then you will have to provide the product ID. But as far as I remember, we do not have the product ID into our previous step response. Okay, because that payment has been made into the Razorpay. Okay, so how can I add the product ID of WooCommerce? Okay, so don't worry, we can also fetch the product ID from WooCommerce itself. Okay, so you will have to add one more step before your WooCommerce step. Okay, so before you create an order WooCommerce step, simply click on this plus icon and again select WooCommerce only, because we are actually fetching the order ID. I'm sorry, not the order ID, we are fetching the product ID from WooCommerce only. Okay, so I have selected the same. Basically I'm retrieving a product details with the help of product name. Okay, so that is why I'm going to select this, retrieve a product by name or by slug. Okay, so I have selected the same, clicking on connect, and this time instead of going with the new connection, I'll go with the existing connection, clicking on save, and this is how WooCommerce will be connected with the Pabbly Connect once again. And now it is asking for the product name. Okay, and again I'm going to map the product name from this Razorpay data. Okay, so now you have understood why I have specifically added the exact title into my Razorpay payment page. Okay, so here we have the exact product name, and as soon as I click on this button, you will notice that it will give me all the details related to this product, that what is the price of this product, what is the name, what is the ID of this product. Okay, so here you can notice the response is received, and here we have the ID of the product and rest of the details. Okay, we have lot of details of this product, but I only required this ID of product. Okay, so let me map the same ID which we have just fetched it from a WooCommerce step. Okay, so I can easily map this ID from here. Well, the interesting thing is the recent data is not actually visible here, so I will have to refresh this automation. Okay, so how you can do that, let me show you. So directly click on this refresh button. You will find an option of refresh. Okay, let me show you. Here is the refresh field section. Directly click on this button, and this is how all the fields will be refreshed, and this is how you will be able to access the recent data also. Okay, so let me take you here, enabling this mapping button, removing this existing product ID, and here we have the product ID of that product, of that round neck t-shirt. Okay, asking for the quantity of the product. Okay, so now how I can actually receive the quantity, because as far as I remember in this Razorpay response I have also not received any product quantity. Okay, so how I can do that? Well, there is an interesting trick of providing the product quantity. Okay, how we can do that? But before I show you how you can provide the product ID, firstly I will correct this amount. Okay, so remember I have told you initially that we have made the payment of 3,000. Okay, but in this response we have received extra 2 zeros. Okay, so how we can remove that? Click on this plus icon and search for number formatter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can apply different kind of operations within your workflow, within your numbers data. Okay, so I have selected the same. Now as an action event you will have to search for the math operation, perform math operation. Okay, so basically I am going to divide 100 with that particular number, and this is how those extra zeros, 2 extra zeros will be removed. And again I am going to map that amount. Okay, so let me search for the very same amount. Okay, so here we have payload order entity amount, and you can read the instruction that enter comma separated values to perform the operation. Okay, so I would like to perform the operation in this and in between 100 number. Okay, so I have added both the numbers separated by a comma, and which operation I would like to perform? So I would like to divide these two numbers. Click on that button, and this is how you will notice that I will receive the actual amount of payment which I have actually provided at the time of order placed. Okay, so here you can notice we have the 3,000 amount. Okay, and remember I was telling you that we have to provide the product quantity, but we do not have such data into our previous step response. Okay, so let me show you how you can do that. Okay, in this product related information you can see that we have also received the actual amount of the product, which was 1000. Okay, so if I will divide this value, if I will provide this number with 3000, I will actually get the quantity of the product. Okay, if you will divide the total price with the unit price of the product, you will get the quantity. Okay, so as I have told you, there is a very interesting trick. Okay, so how you can apply this trick? Okay, so click on this plus icon and make sure that you provide this particular step after retrieving the product related information only. Okay, so clicking on this plus icon, and then again I am going to perform this operation with the help of number formatter only, with the help of math operation only. Okay, so I have added the same, and in the action event I will again select this math operation. Simply click on connect and it will be connected immediately. And here again I am going to provide the divide operation only, and in which particular numbers? Basically in the total price. Okay, so let me search for the total price. Okay, so we do not have the total price in this way. I'll have to search in this way only. Okay, and again instead of selecting 30,000 I will have to map this 3,000. Okay, because this is the actual amount. Add a comma and then you will have to provide the unit price. Okay, so we have the unit price as 1000. Okay, let me search for the same, and yes, you can provide the unit price of the product from this particular step. Remember, we have retrieved the product related information. Okay, so I have added the same, and in the operation I will of course select the divide and clicking on this button, and you will notice the quantity will be received. Okay, and here we have the quantity, and remember we have actually provided 3 as the quantity only at the time of order placement. And now finally we have the order quantity, basically the product quantity as well. Okay, but if I will click on this field again, the recent data is not visible. So I have already told you the process that how you can refresh it. Simply click on this refresh fields button, and this is how you will be able to access the recent data also. Okay, so let us wait for that. Alright, so it is done. Let me map the exact value, the recent value. Okay, clicking here, and here we have the quantity. Okay, and this is how every time the number will be divided automatically, and that new data, that data from the response will be added here. I think this value has been removed. Okay, so I'll have to make sure that the correct ID should be provided here. Okay, retrieve a product by name, and yes, we do have the ID. Okay, so I think I have provided all the details. Going back to my WooCommerce section. Alright, so this was the order placed before 2 hours ago. Okay, coming back to Pabbly Connect, clicking on this button, and then waiting for the response to receive, and I'm really expecting that the response will be positive and the order will be placed, order will be created automatically in my WooCommerce store. Alright, so you can notice that the response is received. Going back to my WooCommerce store, let me refresh it. And did you notice that 14 seconds ago a new order has been created? The name of the customer is actually demo user, the status is completed, and here we have the total amount of the order. Okay, let me also show you other order related information. And did you notice that I have not done anything in WooCommerce store? This order has been created automatically in the store. Everything I have performed in my Pabbly Connect dashboard only. Okay, so here you can notice we have all the billing related details, and because I have not provided any shipping related details, I have not any data, but make sure that you provide all the details. Okay, so I think I have everything. Okay, and the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and WooCommerce is also working absolutely fine, or you can say that this automation is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time any new order is placed in Razorpay, the same order will be created automatically in WooCommerce. Okay, but firstly what will happen, a math operation will be applied here, and this is how we will receive the exact amount. And further we are going to retrieve the product related information like the product ID, which is actually required for creating an order in WooCommerce store. And further I have also applied this number formatter feature for retrieving the quantity of the product. Okay, because these details were actually required for creating an order. Okay, so let us check the details again. Alright, there is an issue. Remember, we have changed this detail, but because we have refreshed, this customer ID has been added. Okay, let us check whether we have the order with the same customer only, and yes, we do have the same customer. Okay, so how about I enable this mapping button once again and removing this ID, and then further I am going to change this payment method and payment method title. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so I have removed the customer ID, added the payment method as Razorpay Payments, added the payment method title as Razorpay Payments, and let me also check other details also whether these details are correct. And make sure whenever you click on that refresh fields, your details should not be removed, just like me. Alright, so this time we have all the correct details. How about I click on the save and send test request button and wait for this response once again. And the response is received. Let us refresh our WooCommerce section once again, and this time I'm really expecting that this order should be created for the same customer, which was demo@pabblytudes.com. and here you can notice 15 seconds ago one more order is created. Okay, let me open and check other details. Okay, so firstly I'm going to check the email address of the person, and yes, we do have the same email address. Okay, so now all the details have been provided correctly and our automation is working absolutely absolutely fine. And just in case if you want to access this 5-step automation inside your own Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my workflow, link of my automation into my description box. You just need to click on this link and then sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow, the same automation inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.